Hey, everybody, happy Monday. My earbuds aren't telling me that everything's working okay, so hopefully it is. Sort of. Melissa says sort of. Let me see. We'll try again, see if this makes a difference. Here we go. Now it's telling me the noise as it should be. If you're watching on replay, put it in the comments, #replay. If you're watching live or replay, tell me what you're working on. Tell me how your weekend was, if anything exciting happened. There we go. Get myself situated here. Hi, Sherry. Holly's sweater looks awesome. Thank you. Working on glittering snowscape shawl and other items. Hi, John. Hi, Mom. Hi, Linda. Thank you. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Although it is actually a little bit chilly in here today, so I'm wishing that I had worn my hair down so my neck wasn't cold, but that's okay. This is going to be a great transition, winter to spring to summer top, I think. Hi, Lisa. Thank you. Oriana working on Northampton shawl. Hi, Noelle. Hi, Mary. Working on arboreal sweater. Nicole working on the one and done. Yeah, so the one and done is a cool shawl by Casapinka. It's a great one skein project, especially we were chatting about. I can reach because it's right here. If you have a skein like this of fingering weight yarn, that's just a beautiful one skein special item that you have, or if you have a skein of fingering weight yarn that is a bit too busy, the one and done shawl is a great, it's a pretty straightforward knit, but you drop stitches afterwards that makes it grow only for being a one skein project, which is awesome. It's chilly probably by comparison, Mom. Mom's in Florida. She said it's chilly there. It's chilly in here, and actually outside it's 34 degrees. I thought it was going to be warmer this week. But at least it's melting most of the snow, which I am pretty happy about. Hi, Cindy. Terry working on your Pure Local. Awesome. Tammy working on Carrie blanket shawl. Oh, all kinds of good projects happening. Excellent, excellent. All right, well, it is 7:02, so we will get started. Oh, good. Melissa posted the one and done. Hi, Shar. Welcome to Monday Motivation. Today is January 29th, 2024. I can't believe we are one full month into the new year already. My name is Kristen. I'm the owner of the Little Yarn Shop located in downtown Saginaw, Michigan, inside the SVRC Marketplace. As a reminder, hours are changing starting this week. Marketplace hours are, for the entire marketplace, the hours are 11 to 7. The yarn shop is going to be 10 to 7, so we'll continue to open at 10 o'clock, but we're staying open until 7 o'clock Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Hi, Jill. Hi, Joyce. Joyce working on pillows, a shawl, and a sweater. I hope you really, I got a lot of good feedback. We got a lot of good feedback about having Joyce on last week and her knowledge and everything that she's going to teach and that she was chatting about. All of her classes have been filled at this point, but if there's something you were interested in, you weren't able to sign up, let us know, and maybe we can try and add on another session or two. Yes, Julie, that's a good reminder too. You have 2 more days. Well, basically Wednesday, because today's the 29th. We're not open tomorrow. Hi, Janessa. So Wednesday would be your last day to use your January fiber funds. If you got bonus fiber funds, either from the drawing or from purchasing gift cards in November or early December. So it's a good reminder on that. Back to the hours a little bit. There are a few vendors now that are opening on Mondays and Tuesdays or Tuesdays. So starting this week, Cobb King and Delicious Sweets and Honey's Tasty Potatoes and this, that, and maybe are going to be open on Mondays and Tuesdays from 10 to 5. So Honey's Tasty Potatoes does delicious, oversized, overfilled baked potatoes. She has like a loaded potato. She's got a chicken Alfredo one, which is delicious, broccoli cheddar. But then she also does nachos. I've gotten her nachos a few times and they are really good. They do like pin tacos, I guess they're called, like the little tacos. So if you're around on a Monday or Tuesday looking for lunch, that would be a great option. Cobb King also has, he started with his elotes, the Mexican street corn, but then he has expanded to doing the chicken torta sandwiches that Karen and I have been obsessed with lately. And he's also doing a birria torta. He's got the huge fruit cups, and he brought back this past week the strawberry nada, he's calling it. And so it's his strawberry Italian ice with fresh strawberries and a chamoy sauce and tahine seasoning on it. It's delicious. Even if you don't like spicy stuff, it's not spicy. It's just flavorful. Lots of really good stuff there. So again, every day the market is open. They are here, but now they're adding on Mondays and Tuesdays as well. Delicious Sweets does custom cakes, but she also has cheesecake, sweet potato pie. They started doing salads, either with or without chicken. And they're pretty big and pretty loaded full of stuff. So, yeah, if you're out in the area on a Monday or Tuesday and want to grab something, all the entrances will be open into the marketplace. You just might have to kind of wander to get where you're going. Oh, brownies were awesome. Excellent. Starting next week, Sarah from Purple Sage Beads will be open on Tuesdays as well. So if you have a bead emergency that happens any other day besides Wednesday through Saturday, Tuesdays, she will be here now. I may start doing some classes on Tuesday if I can get instructors in. I don't see us adding regular hours or hours on a regular basis to Mondays and Tuesdays at this point, but I do think it might be a fun way to do classes on maybe on Tuesdays during the day, especially knowing we could sneak out and get some food while we're here. So that's what's new around the marketplace. This is also the last week that we will be officially, formally collecting donation yarn for the correctional facility, the Freeland Correctional Facility. We will continue to have a box here. It just won't be so prevalent. So moving forward, if you have yarns that you want to donate to the correctional facility or know somebody who does, we will continue to take those donations. As a reminder, they said that they would also willingly take fabric donations in addition to the yarn donations. So keep that in mind. And what else? Upcoming events. Deb is starting sort of a formal / informal cable sweater group. Next Monday is kind of the kickoff. They said it was going to be in February, or starting in February, Monday evenings while we are doing our lives. They meet up front from 6:30 to 8:30, and cable sweaters are on the agenda. There are quite a few people starting new cable sweaters. It could be a sweater that you already have in progress though, and you just need a little bit more motivation or a little bit of help if you get stuck on something. And that's what Mondays are for. So feel free to join them Monday evenings here from 6:30 to 8:30. It's a $10 drop-in fee. You don't have to sign up ahead of time. You don't have to commit to any number of weeks. It's just pop in when you need it. I am, now that I'm done with this sweater, I'm going to make a cabled sweater. It's actually more of a coat. So what I want to make is called the Deep Winter Coat. This is not the best picture. Apparently my printer is on the fritz a little bit, but I think you can still see it. Do you see all those beautiful cables down the sleeves? And cables down the front and down the back. It's got a big shawl collar on it, and you actually knit a tie for the waist. It's written for worsted yarn held double. I am not going to do that. I'm going to use a bulky, I'm going to use Plymouth's Hardy Homestead Tweed. So it's going to give you that tweedy. My goal is that it's going to be reminiscent of like the Irish Aran style sweaters with the 66. Using a yarn like this, you need half the yardage that it calls for because this will be high-end Jackie. This will not be held double. So the yardage in the pattern is assuming that you are using a worsted weight holding 2 strands together. Because I won't be doing that. My size, I will need 8 of these. My math actually says I'm going to need a little bit more than 8. I'm hoping that's not the case because I only have 8 in stock, but I know where to get more. So this is my plan for this. I wound one up tonight a little bit earlier, and we'll probably start swatching once I get a little bit further along on the shawl that I'm working on. So that is the deep winter coat. We've got a few different yarns that would be suitable either in the worsted to hold double. I think they recommend something like a Malabrigo Rios, Barocco Vintage, anything like that. Holding 2 strands together is going to be a little bit more of an investment, I guess would be the way to put it, than just holding a single strand of like the Hardy Homestead Tweed. Either way, it's totally worth it. It's going to be an amazing, amazing sweater. But for those who are knitting with Deb on Mondays, it's not a specific sweater that they're working on. It's just cables. And Deb is going to help set up charts if people need help setting up the charts and highlighting and getting it all laid out. Like this one, this one that I'm working on, there's a lot going on. It's top down and it's seamless, which means I'll be working cables on both fronts and the back at the same time and really needing to make sure that I keep track of things. So either Deb's help setting up with paper charts or Joyce's help setting up Knit Companion would be the way to go for either option. As soon as I get to the end of my row, I will tell you what I am currently working on. But yes, as many of you have commented, I finished my ship shape sweater. I used Barocco Remix Light, which is the yarn that's back here on the shelves, down low. Even I want to say, I know I did the math and now I don't have it in front of me, but I'm almost positive that the largest bust size for this top still needs only 3 skeins of your main color and 2 of your contrast color. I'm so close to the end of the row, you guys, and then I can pull my stuff. And holding 2 strands together all the time. More patience is needed, but worth it. Yeah, I know. I've done it with finer yarns. I'm a little bit more hesitant to do it with worsted yarns. Plus, I really want to use the Homestead Tweed. That was my kind of goal with things. So what I'm wearing is the ship shape. So you can see kind of that dropped shoulder, which you can see on mine too. It's a really interesting construction. It starts with these little triangles on the shoulders, and then you pick up and knit around from there. It's a good length. Sleeves are like 3/4 length sleeves. If I were to do this again, I probably would make the sleeves longer because it's always my forearms that get cold, but I'm following the pattern the way it says. So let's see if I find the materials. Yeah, so this goes up to a 6X, which is a 70-inch bust, well, 70-inch finished bust. And it's written to have anywhere from 5 to 7 inches of positive ease. Mine has not been blocked yet. I finished it on Saturday, finished the cuff and weaving in the ends and wore it around here a little bit on Saturday. It has not been blocked yet, washed or blocked. So I'm not quite sure where I ended up as far as the amount of ease that it has. But the 6X uses 900, well, basically 1,000 yards of a main color and 800 of a contrast color. And Remix has over 400 yards on a pulse gain. So you need 3 of your main color, max 3 of your main color and 2 of your contrast color, which is awesome. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. I like the wide ribbing on the cuffs and the bottom. And it's super comfy. It's wool free. And yeah, the Remix is a great yarn to work with. It definitely softens up as you're knitting it, and I'm sure it will soften up even more as it's been washed and blocked. So that's what I finished. I am working on my friendship shawl sample. So this is going to be the shawl that we're knitting in the I lost my train of thought. Malabrigo knit along is not a mystery knit along because it's a pattern that's already visible for people to see. And it's not a pattern that's currently available on Ravelry, but if you sign up to participate in their knit along, you will get an email with a PDF of the pattern for free as we get closer to. I know registration is open, but I don't think they're actually sending out the PDF of the pattern yet, but it's called the Friendship Shawl. And you can see all my little ends sticking up. I was trying to be so good last night and weave my ends in. So it's 3 colors of a DK weight yarn in order to qualify and participate with the Malabrigo official knit along in March. It takes 3 skeins of their Dos Tierras, which is their 50-50 alpaca merino yarn. So 3 colors, 1 skein each, starts right here with this little bit and grows. I'm looking at the picture on the camera and it looks like I messed up, but I don't think I did. As possible. I did have to rip out because I had too many stripes at one point, but so I've got 1 more set of the 3 colors. So I've got 1 more stripe of the red, the gold, and the burgundy. And then I'll be doing a border. And then it will be done. This is by far the simplest knit along pattern that Malabrigo has chosen for a knit along. So it's fun because it mixes things up a little bit. It doesn't have nearly all of the different techniques and things that seemed to trip people up in the past. So I'm really happy with how it's coming along, and I can't wait to have it finished so I can have it here on display and show everybody. We do have some Dos Tierras here in stock, including those 3 colors that I did, and we have more on its way to us. I got the notification that we have a shipment coming from Malabrigo. I got the notification today, so I should be getting that hopefully sometime this week. It comes from Florida, so we never know. But you can get your yarn for it anytime between now and when it kicks off March 1st. Again, 3 skeins of the Dos Tierras. So that's what I'm wearing. That's what I'm working on. That's what's coming up next. New things in the shop. I mentioned last week that we got some new things, and then I think I got so busy chatting with Joyce that I never really got around to many of them. So Delaque bags. We got some new Delaque bags, and they are the kind of the style that you can just drape it over your wrist and carry your knitting with you. I have 3 different colors. These are $22 a piece. And what's inside of this one is the 1 purple one that I have left. So I have 2 purple. I think I have 2, green, 4, 5 green. So the purple and the green have essentially the same design. So it's coffee cups, balls of yarn, hanks of yarn, knitting needles, crochet hooks. It's got an outside pocket here. All Delicule products come with a cute little tapestry needle. And that's just a little note about the bag. Purple has purple fabric on the inside. 3 snaps. I like the fabric. It's kind of smoother than a canvas type of fabric. So it's not going to snag your yarn or pill it at all, but just a great size for a 1 or 2 skein project. So that's the green. Hi, Teresa. Nope, sorry. That's the purple. That's the green. Makes a little bit more sense, doesn't it? So again, they're $22 a piece. I have 2 purple, I have 5 green, and then they have this really fun yarn bombing fabric that is black with little yarn bombed bicycles and lamp posts and fire hydrants and bike, what you call that thing, a bike rack. Really, really cute. And these have, looking to see, I have 5 of these and they have purple on the inside too. So we've got them in the shop. They are not on the website, but you know what to do if there's something you want and want us to hold them for you. We would be happy to do that or ship it out to you. We can do that too. Honestly, excellent. But yes, they are very cute bags. The other thing that we got that's new, I did post about it, but Tammy, of course. I wanted to go over it a little bit more in detail. The new limited edition set of Chiagu Forte needles. Janessa, you might be a little bit late on the purples. Jamie, maybe you guys, I might have to get some more purple bags. So the Chiagu needle sets, these are a limited edition. Their first round of these needles came out almost a year and a half ago, I want to say. And the case is the same. They revamped things a little bit because their initial set was made, all of the needle tips were made with African blackwood in the body of them. And it wasn't quite, the quality wasn't up to the standards that Chiagu strives for. So they put things on hold. They are made in China. The Chiagu company itself is based in Michigan, out of Troy. They're manufactured in China. And as you all know, last year, China ran into more issues with shutdowns and COVID, and a lot of things happened. So it took a while. But they have revamped their set now. So what you get in this beautiful case is not only your interchangeable needle tips that go from 2s to 15s. So anything the 2s to 8s are now carbon fiber instead of the African blackwood. So they'll have that same feel, kind of a warm wood feel without the coolness of the metal. But the carbon fiber, if you've used the Knitter's Pride carbons, you know the carbon fiber tips are the carbon fiber needles. They are super strong, super sturdy. You're not going to bust them. You can't step on one and break it. It's lightweight, but very, very durable. The tips on these are nice and sharp. You can see that. So the way Chiagu does theirs, if you are not familiar, is from their 2s to 8s has one size on the end of their interchangeable cords. The 9s through 15s have a larger connector. They do make adapters, but this set comes with 9 cords. So, it comes with 3 of the new swivel cords, newer swivel cords, with the small ends, 3 of the swivel cords with the larger ends, and then 3 of the red cords with the smaller adapters. So they added these to the newer sets because of there can be a little bit of a snag when you're using the smaller swivel cords. Yes, Kristen's gonna have to start a list. So, if you've not used Chigu cords before, this is one of the great things about them. It's been in this bag for who knows how long, and there is no memory. It doesn't kind of coil up on itself. There is a wire core to this. It's like a plastic coated wire core, but then the ends here swivel. So what can happen occasionally if you're on small needles and small yarn is there can be a little bit of a catch on that end, which is why they've included the 3 red cables, because that does not happen with those cables. So just like anything else, different tools for different projects, just like none of us, well, probably none of us has just one knife in our kitchen. We have many knives for many projects. So you get 9 cords, 9 cables. The needles, you get a little notions tin that has the stoppers to put on the end, stitch markers, connectors, adapters. You get one of their little rubber grippies. You get some safety pins, some darning needles, some T-pins to help you tighten everything. That's in that little case. Then you get a pen. There it is. Pen, scissors, needle gauge, tape measure. There's a pocket in here that you could tuck patterns or make other notes. This comes out. It's magnetized, so it comes right out of the case if you should so desire. I'm not quite sure why you would desire that, but somebody's probably got to have a really good reason for it. But I like the fact that it's the magnetic snaps on there. Goes in, snaps in very easily. So we did pre-orders for these. I have fulfilled all of the pre-orders I had, and we have 4 more sets of these in stock. So they are $350 per set. Keep in mind that a traditional full set of needles like this is probably going to run around $190 to $200 for just a standard set of the Chigu interchangeable needles. This with the fancy case and all of the goodies that are included, like the little notions case, we sell on its own for $26.50. The 3 additional cords, those run like $10 a piece. Then you've got the scissors, the tape measure, all the other goodies in there. So it is a limited edition set. We've got 4 in stock. We can order more if we have more demand for it. They have, Chigu has said that their warehouse has fulfilled all of their pre-orders and has additional stock available that may last through the month of February, I think is what they said. But just a really great set of needles. If you like the sharpness of metal tips, but don't like the coldness, the feel of the metal, this is a great option for you. Jamie, excellent. I will set one aside for you. So those are all the new fun things we've got around here. For those of you who are participating in the Dream in Color Club, Mom, of course, the Dream in Color Pop-Up Club is supposed to go through June, I believe. I'll have to double check on that. But we should be getting our January color this week. I got notification that that is on its way to me as well. There has been, I think I mentioned it last week, there has been a little bit of a transition happening. Madeline Tosh bought Dream in Color. So Veronica, who has been the owner of Dream in Color, Veronica and Nancy, the two owners of Dream in Color since it started. Veronica is the dyer behind a lot of the colors, and she will continue to stay on for their club colors and also for custom color consults, which is good, but they have assured us that even though the dyeing is moving to the Madeline Tosh facilities, they are keeping the same bases of yarn. So they're working with the same mills that Dream in Color has used all along. They're keeping the Dream in Color name, and they have a team that is specifically assigned to dye Dream in Color yarns. So they have been trained by Veronica, and Veronica will, again, she will continue to stay on and oversee things at least throughout this whole year to make sure that the transition is smooth and acceptable to everybody. So I'm excited because it might mean that we might bring some Madeline Tosh into the shop too, since it's all shipping from the same facility. Might just be the excuse I need to bring in some Mad Tosh. Their colors are beautiful. Dream in Color colors are beautiful also. So it's always hard to narrow down and decide what we're going to carry, but I think this might help us broaden in a different way. And it's good for Veronica and Nancy, her business partner. Nancy has had a lot of family issues lately that she needs to focus on more, and Veronica is really branching out with her Lemonwood laser engraved projects. And so between that and staying on as a dyer advisor, I guess you would say, that's kind of the direction things are taking there. So transitions are happening, but it all happened fairly quickly. I mean, it's pretty much all happened this month, and they've already transitioned from the dye facility in Arizona where Dream in Color was to the dye house. I believe Mad Tosh is in Texas. I think they're in Texas. So not a terrible far away, but things change. That's just kind of the nature of the beast. I'm sure it's going to be great, but we will make sure that we continue to carry a good product, whether it's from Dream in Color or anybody else. Let's see what else. Oh, another upcoming event happening around here, February 10th, which is not this coming Saturday, but the Saturday after, is the Winter Brew Fest that's being hosted here at the marketplace. It starts at 4 o'clock, I believe. They're doing the art jamboree again up in the ballroom, I believe, the same day. So art jamboree, if you weren't able to get here for that last month or this month in January, it was a really, really cool event. I know I've talked about it. I can't stop raving about it. And I know they've gotten a lot more interest from newer vendors since they had the exposure of being here this past month, but they're going to do it like a monthly thing as kind of a pop-up local artist. I don't want to even call it a craft event because that's not what it is. It's different, unique things that they had here. So February 10th, the Winter Brew Fest is a beer fest that they hosted here last year. SVRC is not the one that puts it on. This is just the hosting location for it. And it brought a lot of people in, and everybody who attended had a really good time. If you're into craft brews, it's a cool event to come to. You get for each ticket you purchase to come, you get a glass and you get so many drink tickets to try. And it's a lot of micro brews from the area. I don't know a ton about it because I'm not a beer drinker, but I know that they had a lot more attend last year than what they even anticipated. And everybody who attended had a really good time. So February 10th, that's happening. If you normally come in and hang out on Saturdays, during the day, it should be fine. Like I said, I think I looked in the Brewfest part anyways, doesn't start until 4 in the afternoon. So those of you who come hang out in the evenings you might have some interesting entertainment around here. And then there is a Valentine's family dance coming up. I meant to look at the date for that. That's being hosted up at the ballroom. But that would be something that you could bring grandkids to, or pass the word on to family members who have little ones that and are looking for a fun family event to go to. I just don't know when it is. I know it's in February. We talked about the hours. I have a list. I had posted the new stitch stoppers that we got last week. I do have a list of those who want the Detroit Lions stoppers when we get another order, which should be next week. We should be getting more of those in. So for those of you who want some, we will happily set some aside for you. Just let us know. I anticipate that they will not last long, no matter what. No matter how many we get, they tend to, the bunch I got this past week were not even here for 24 hours, I think. Okay. I feel like I talked pretty quickly this week, but I am out of things to talk about. So I hope everybody has a good week. If we don't see you here in the shop, then we will see you here on live next Monday. Apparently I need more sleep, you guys, or something. Something's going on. Maybe I just need some sunshine. Ruth, okay, yes, we will put you down for that. So I hope you have a good week. Reminder, we are open until 10 to 7, starting this week, moving forward, which won't change a whole lot because we're usually here late on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays anyway. So yarn emergencies, we have them. I know we have them. So now you can be assured that you can run in here a little bit later. And keep in mind that the food vendors are open a little bit later too. So keep them in mind for dinner, in addition to lunches when you're thinking about it. So have a good week. And I hope that you can keep yourselves creative and have a great week. And I will see you all right here next Monday.